What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Filip Hrgovic. This is another edition of Sparring Wars, okay? I believe this is the fourth volume, and I was asked to do a Sparring Wars video on these guys sparring. Filip Hrgovic, which was 19 years old at the time, and that probably made Deontay Wilder about 25, 26. Okay, and it was a very, very impressive performance sparring-wise of Filip Hrgovic. Okay, now Deontay Wilder, being the older guy, really didn't get the credit in the sparring because he was so much older. He was definitely a full-fledged professional at the time. He wasn't a champ yet. However, he was a pro. Okay, and Filip Hrgovic supposed to got the best of him. And let's take a look at that to see what we can see together. Okay, so here we are. Let's begin. Uppercuts on the inside. Ooh, good right hand by Hrgovic. Grazing right hand over the jab of Wilder. Ooh, good step in, left hook and right from Hrgovic. Good right to the body. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 combination, ending with a right hook. Good smashing, chopping right hook from Wilder. Wilder comes in with a ooh, good left to the body and upstairs by Hrgovic. Ooh, good jab with a chopping right hand over the top. Another right over the top. Wilder returns with a right hand on the inside. He missed that right hand. Oh, good right over the top by Hrgovic.
That's it. All that you want, baby. All that you want. All that you want, baby.
Wilder's eating them all. That pushing jab by Wilder is keeping him back. Some of those are over the head. I know Hrgovic threw a couple over the head punches. Chopping rights over the bottom. Let me counterpunch, okay? Hrgovic did some good work, got in some good work. That's what you're supposed to do in sparring. You're supposed to give it your all. I think Hrgovic, being 19, was really giving his best foot forward, okay? 19 years of age. He was landing surprising punches, backing Wilder up, throwing punches to the body and the head. Good balanced attack from Filip Hrgovic. And if you could tell, Wilder at that time, I don't know if he improved. I hope he has, but he used to plot that jab out. Okay, just push it out. You know, anybody with pretty good reflexes can counter over that, and that's what was happening a lot of times. You know, and Wilder did exactly what he did in the Olympics. Okay, Evgeny did the number on Wilder, okay, like that, similar to that, okay. Let me explain. Wilder was rooting him on. He was coaching him as he was sparring him. So when I say Filip Hrgovic was giving his best foot forward, doesn't mean Wilder was, okay. Wilder wasn't attacking this guy. In spots he was, but he wasn't attacking this guy like he could have. He knew the guy was 19 years old. He knew he was young. He knew he was inexperienced. I think Filip had better fundamentals, okay, just overall than Wilder. But Wilder knew when this guy was in there, he was coaching him. He was saying, hey, come on, give me more, okay? That's it. You know what I mean? And he was really charging him up, okay? Really getting that fight out of this guy by taunting him with, hey, come on, that's it. Give me more, give me more. And that was his way of building his confidence to make him throw more punches. Okay. Now, I like what Filip was doing. I like what Wilder was doing, because again, you can't base this off of what Filip would have done in a real fight versus Wilder, because Wilder wouldn't be doing that. Even though I think Wilder back in the day, he's tough, okay? And you can tell, look at the punches that he took. The punches that he took, they weren't light punches. You know, I know Hrgovic is not known to be a knockout puncher, but those punches, the way you seen the impact of the slap, and the way those punches landed, you can hear by the sound that those wasn't light punches. And Wilder was eating those shots. Okay, and that's the side of the head to the face, to the back of the head too a few times. Okay, Wilder threw a bunch of behind the head punches too. Well, not a bunch, but a few that I noticed when seeing this segment. Okay, so which that's all, he's always had that problem. Kind of a reckless, a wide thrower. He should angle those punches a lot more, which I think he's got better over the years, because you remember something. This was 10 years ago. Okay. And when we talk about these sparring wars, it shows you what these fighters were, how good they were at the time, if they improved on anything. Hrgovic, I think he's a better fighter now, but he definitely showed that he belonged in the same ring as Deontay Wilder, even with sparring. Okay, because sparring, is the cornerstone of any fight. The way you spar is the way you're going to fight. So the same things you do in sparring, you're going to do those in the ring if you haven't corrected them. If someone hasn't worked on that and eliminated that habit that you've done, that's bad, or good, rather. But mostly bad habits supposed to be eliminated before you get in the ring without that cushion around your head, okay? But overall, of course, Filip, looked more impressive than Wilder, but Wilder wasn't giving his best foot forward. He wasn't giving 100% fighting this guy, I don't feel. I think he was allowing Filip to work on his inside punches. So a lot of those punches were head to head. And that was admirable of Wilder, because, Wilder could have been a dick. He could have went in there and like, hey, this 19-year-old kid, I'm going to knock his head off. I'm going to show him my power and things like that. So, showing him my power, I'm going to try to hurt this kid. You don't want to do that in sparring, especially when someone that's young like Hrgovic. You don't want to do that. But there's a flip side. You hear people say, oh man, the 19-year-old beat Wilder up. No, listen, Wilder was not giving his 100%. Okay, he wasn't. So before anybody starts or wants to, go down that narrative avenue, that wasn't the case. Okay. Wilder wouldn't be talking and chanting and telling a guy to give me more and come on if he's giving his best foot forward. Okay. So let's stop that. I wouldn't go for that anyway. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of this Sparring Wars event. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace. In fact, I will leave, because this is another volume, I will leave a poll. And I will ask you guys, what do you think about this sparring war session? Peace.